how you feel about yourself determines how you take care of yourself. I decided to do this mental health kind of series on, even though I'm a skincare channel, right? Because that really does have a lot to do with whether or not a woman feels that she has the right to spend money on herself. A lot of women will spend money on their kids, their family, their friends, and they won't invest in themselves and in the way that they look, because they just don't feel deserving of that, and that doesn't have to just do with today. A lot of times that will go all the way back to childhood. And maybe there's some things that happened there or didn't happen there, and that they don't feel like that they're worthy of taking care of themselves. They don't feel like they have value. And when a woman does not feel like she has value, she's not going to take care of herself. You'll see even like the confident women, they are actually put together, and they do take care of their skin. They take care of their hair. They watch what they eat. They exercise. They do those things because they feel good about how they present themselves to the world. They value themselves, and they want others to value them too. But then there's the women who should feel good about how they look, how they present themselves to the world, and they just do not. And so they don't feel that they're worthy to spend money on themselves for skincare. And the reason I'm addressing this is because as a former counselor, we learned that there's a lot of people who don't come to counseling until they're in their 40s. And because when you're in your 40s, that's about when everything kind of falls apart. We'll call it this kind of glass house that people build for themselves, and you can push down things that's happened in the past and how you felt about yourself in the past, until it turns out you hit about 40. And the reason that, or early 40s, and the reason this is, our professors taught us, is because that's when our brains can kind of be like, okay, you can deal with this now. If you didn't go to counseling, if you haven't dealt with things that's happened to you in the past, whether you ended up in narcissistic relationships because of how you felt about yourself because of what happened in your past, or if you find yourself in a job where you're not valued, or in a family where you're not valued, your brain is telling you now's the time. You're strong enough. Even if you don't feel strong enough, your body is telling you are. Your brain's telling you are. You're in your 40s. You're strong enough. You can deal with this now. And you'll notice, and maybe you've noticed already, that there's friends around you have had to start, maybe their relationships have changed, and maybe they've, some of them have gotten divorced or are going through a divorce. And some of the reason is yes, it was because maybe their kids were younger, but also they're in their 40s now, and it just hits you then that you have to start dealing with things you didn't deal with before. And so I encourage anyone, if any of this is registering for you, to seek counseling. And you do deserve to feel good about yourself and value yourself. So other people will too.